Hello friends, my name is Masood. Today we shall discuss about topic ethical considerations in digital banking. Friend, today's topic is very interesting and important if you have interest in digital banking and you want to learn about it. So basically, friend, when we talk about banking, we know that friend nowadays the traditional banking is moving towards a form of a digital banking in which many users are using like mobile applications, internet banking, POS based applications, ATMs, contactless and contact based transactions. So many things are there, and all those things, all those applications and software based applications are basically used by customers. When the customers are using those applications, they have to enter their data, their information for record purpose, for registration purpose, for login purpose. So many things are there in which the system takes the information from the customer. Now this is the system's responsibility, this is the responsibility of the bank, that whatever the data they are taking from the customers, it should have to be protected, it should have to be secure, because all the data like his fingerprint scan, his private personal information, all those things are basically completely private, so that our bank's responsibility to ethically consider all those things. So basically, friend, ethical considerations in digital banking are critical aspects that financial institutions and service providers must carefully address to ensure responsible and fair practices in the digital era of banking. As technology advances and financial services become increasingly digital, it's essential to uphold ethical standards to protect consumer, maintain trust, and navigate the regulatory landscape. Main purpose is that, friend, the data should be secure, and ethically it is the responsibility of bank to secure the data. First we will talk about customer privacy and data security. Friend, financial institutions should be transparent about how customer data is collected, processed, and shared. Obtaining informed consent ensure that customers are aware of how their information will be used. For example, let's suppose that you are recording the location information of a customer, for example. So you must have to inform them, you must have to take their consent in the application that you are application is recording their location information. This is unethical, that without their consent you are recording their personal information. Then data encryption means implementing robust data encryption measures help protect sensitive customer information from unauthorized access and cyber threats. Means that, friend, whenever we are sending data from one location to another location, from source location to the destination location, it is necessary that it must have to be encrypted so that anyone who wants to hack the data, it will be impossible for them to hack it. Then data ownership means clearly defining data ownership and ensuring that customers retain control over their personal information is essential for ethical digital banking practices. Then cybersecurity and fraud prevention means financial institutions must proactively invest in cybersecurity measures to protect customers from fraud, hacking, and other malicious activities. Again, like, friend, there are so many softwares nowadays available related to cybersecurity, which basically prevent the fraudulent activities in banks and systems. So basically it is the responsibility of a bank to invest in those softwares cybersecurity, so that customer data should be avoided from fraud and hacking. Then, in the event of a data breach or security incident, timely and transparent communication with affected customers is crucial for maintaining trust. Like, for example, if there is any fraud occur in a bank or in during the transaction processing, so again this is necessary to contact with the customers, and whatever the issues are there, it should have to be timely resolved, so that you can maintain the trust of the customer. Obviously, if you will not contact them, if you will not solve their problem, so obviously they will close their business with you. Financial inclusion means digital banking services should be designed to be accessible to a broad range of users, including those with disabilities or limited access to technology as well. Like for example, friend, if there is any person who has any problem in reading, in eyesight, or etc. Like for example, normally you have seen that ATMs nowadays are available, which support a person who has having some disabilities. Then fair lending practices means algorithms and decision making processes should be fair and unbiased, avoiding discrimination based on race, gender, or other protected characteristics. Then transparency and accountability means financial institutions should provide clear and easily understandable terms and conditions to their digital services, ensuring that customers are fully aware of fees, charges, and other relevant details. It is also very necessary, friend, that there should not be any hidden charges. Many times it happens that whenever we are going on the bank to open an account, so they just provide you a very long form. It is a very lengthy form. Even I'm sure that many of the people doesn't read the full form because it is so much lengthy. Here, friend, remember that the terms and conditions, which are basically mentioning the fees and charges, it should be separately mentioned and clearly mentioned that in what case what fees will apply, so that the customer should have a visibility. Then, in case of errors, glitches, or system failure, financial institutions must take responsibility for rectifying the issues promptly and compensating customer for any losses occurred. Like for example, if there is any loss occurred, so it should be compensated. Then ethical use of technology means ethical considerations must be taken into account when deploying artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms to prevent bias, discrimination, and unfair treatment here as well. Then ensuring that robo advisors provide suitable and unbiased financial advices is essential to prevent conflict of interest and prioritize the customer's financial well-being. Basically, friend, it is very important that whatever the advice is providing, whatever the things are going on, it should be completely above the racism, above the color, and all those things. It should be unbiased. Then compliance with regulations means the money laundering and know your customers mean adhering to AML and KYC regulations is crucial to prevent illegal activities and ensure that digital banking platforms are not unwittingly used for any criminal purposes. Then financial institutions must comply with consumer protection laws to safeguard the rights and interest of customers.